Erik Ten Hag listens to Roy Keane after all-over-the-place blast at two Man United stars. Erik Ten Hag appears to have followed Roy Keane's advice after the Manchester United legend took aim at Scott McTominay and Fred in the early stages of the Dutchman's reign. Following a dismal 2-1 home defeat by Brighton on the opening day of the season in what was Ten Hag's first game in charge, Keane was brutal in his assessment of United's then midfield duo. The Irishman was hardly a fan of the pair during Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Ralf Rangnick's respective reigns, but had fully lost patience by the time Ten Hag was at the helm. The two in the middle of the park, all over the place, Keane told Sky Sports. Out of possession, Man United are as poor as any team in the Premier League. As brutal as his review was, it would appear that Ten Hag at least slightly agrees, given he made two midfield additions during his first summer in charge that have gone on to drastically improve the level at Old Trafford. The two additions in question are of course Casemiro and Christian Eriksen. The former came at quite the price, £60 million to be exact, while the latter cost nothing given United nabbed him while he was out of contract. Their respective arrivals have meant the amount of minutes McTominay and Fred have received has reduced. Scotland international McTominay has completed the full 90 minutes in the league on just 5 occasions, while Fred has only managed one better. There may be further opportunities given the injury Eriksen picked up in January is likely to keep him out for at least another month, but Casemiro's supreme quality has left Fred and McTominay fighting for the one midfield role next to the Brazilian for the time being. The former Real Madrid has been nothing short of sensational for the majority of the season and has even been likened to Keane himself by another United icon. Speaking to United's in-house media, Paul Scholes claimed, "Casemiro has been sensational really. He has great experience, winning so many times with Real Madrid as well, and is invaluable to the younger players around the squad. It's almost like he's a coach on the football pitch. You've seen the difference from when he's come into the team and what he's made. He's a proper Manchester United midfielder that gets involved in everything. You see him up the pitch, you see him defending, you see him controlling the game at times. He's probably as close to Roy Keane as you're going to get. I think he's been brilliant." In other news, Frenkie de Jong's private Man United chat may have ended Erik Ten Hag hopes once and for all. Manchester United may have been dealt a final hammer blow in their hopes of returning to seal a transfer for Barcelona midfielder Frenkie de Jong this summer. The Red Devils spent the entire previous summer transfer window attempting to reunite the Netherlands playmaker with his former Ajax boss Erik Ten Hag, but de Jong opted to remain in La Liga amid a financial dispute with his employers. However, there have been reports that suggested United's interest in de Jong remains strong despite signing both Casemiro and Christian Eriksen to bolster Ten Hag's midfield options, while adding Marcel Sabitzer on loan in January. Whether de Jong would be interested in a summer move to Old Trafford remains to be seen, but United icon Dwight Yorke has revealed a chat that he had with the Dutchman that has raised further doubts over whether he is prepared to leave Barcelona. "I actually spoke to Frenkie de Jong when we played against him in the A-League All-Stars game in Australia," Yorke told Premier League Odds. "I have a little bit of insight. He wanted to see what Barcelona would become under the new guidance of Xavi and see how that panned out before he decided if he wanted to join Manchester United. But there is a Dutch connection with Erik Ten Hag. De Jong would be a great pick because he's an excellent player. He would be the player that would fit into that midfield net to Casemiro and give us a bit more stability. Manchester United would have a very solid core to the team if he was to join." De Jong did indeed give Xavi and Barcelona time to see what direction the club would be moving in, as the club's icon has guided them to a 9-point lead at the top of La Liga. The Catalan side also have one foot in the Copa del Rey final after taking a 1-0 lead at the Bernabeu over Real Madrid in the first leg of the semi-finals. They did get knocked out of the Champions League and then the Europa League by United, but having been made a key player for a side on course to win the league title, de Jong will likely have been impressed with the beginning of Xavi's tenure at the Nou Camp and may have ruled out a move to United. Yorke elaborated further on his chat with de Jong during the summer and explained that Champions League football would have played a big part in his decision not to leave Barcelona. "I had a conversation with Frenkie de Jong at the All-Star game, and before that would have been a done deal," Yorke told safe betting sites in August. "And you look at his circumstances where he's playing with a massive club, and even though the money is an issue, he has the opportunity to play Champions League football there. The players we are chasing are in such powerful positions it's very difficult to lure them away to come to United. The club have kicked themselves in the teeth and can't attract the best players anymore. No Champions League football is a serious issue, and it's getting more and more difficult by the year." If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button and make sure to subscribe to Man United Hub to get all the latest updates.